guys. I hope you're all having a great week. I know this video is a little bit late, but I haven't really had time to post one, so here I am. As far as changes go, there really haven't been any. And as you can tell, my voice is still slowly dropping. And I just woke up not that long ago, so that helps too. But like I said, as far as changes, I really haven't noticed, really, if anything, this past week. The one thing that I did notice, the hair, even though there's not a whole lot of body hair coming in yet, the hair that I already had is getting thicker and longer. Like the hair on my legs and underneath my arms, it's all getting longer and thicker. So, haven't really been any changes as far as up here. I know there's a few rumors going around out there that DHEA causes hair loss. It might. I haven't had that problem. There's also a lot of rumors out there that testosterone will make you lose your hair as well. I haven't had that problem. Sydney will tell you every time she cuts my hair, it's like a small dog on the floor every 2 weeks. So, I don't really have any hair loss to speak of. Muscle mass is still, every day we're noticing, more definition here and more definition there. And again, I'm not really doing anything to make any of that happen. So, like I said, not really anything change-wise. From the family front, it's a work in progress. And I feel like it's going to be a work in progress for a long time. Every day from not every day, but at least once a week, either from mom's side or dad's side, I'll hear something from one of them. Yesterday my stepmom sent me a snapshot of some medical email that she got regarding AIS, which is what I've got, and how they recommend not treating it with testosterone, and just dealing with it, basically. Along with that, she sent me, just be careful, whatever. But other than that, and I sent her a message back, and I said, I'm always careful. I'm under absolute doctor's care, which all of you should be. All of you need to be. If you are even considering the possibility that you might be transgendered, get a doctor before you do anything. Before you take anything, get a doctor. But I told her, I said, there's risks to everything. But I would rather live 5 years as a man than 100 years as a woman. And, I've felt that way for a long time. My mom texted me last week and said something to the effect of, she really hopes that I'm really thinking about what I'm doing, and, she hates that I have been and are so uncomfortable so uncomfortable in my own skin, and blah blah blah, and 80% of transgender 80% of transgender people that have how did it go? Something like 80% of gender reassignment patients regret their decision later. Okay. Here's my take on that, and I told her this as well. I don't know where you got that statistic, but everybody that I've talked to has no regrets about anything that they've done. That being said, from a surgical standpoint, I have heard people say, oh, well, I wish I would have gotten my top surgery done here, or I wish I would have, not gotten bottom surgery, or, everybody's different. everybody is different, and what works for me is probably not gonna work for you, and vice versa, you know? Um, right now, I'm to the point, I don't need bottom surgery. I mean, it would be nice to have, 6, 8 inches, but, I know it's not gonna happen. So, I live with it. Um, that being said, the majority of my dysphoria is in my chest. So, if I can get away with, you know, not having top surgery and still looking like a dude, then I'm set. That's all I need. Um, that may change, as time goes on and my chest starts shrinking more and I start building more muscle mass there, which is going to be really hard to believe because everything that I've got there is just solid muscle. But I mean, if down the line I decide that, I do want to have top surgery, then I will. I'm hoping I don't have to, but that's another story. And that's not from, you know, well, you have to have surgery to be a trans man. No, you don't. There are no rules to be a trans man. There's no rules that say you have to be a trans man and take testosterone. There's no rules that, there's just not any. Everybody is different. And, like I said earlier, what works for me may or may not work for you, and that's fine. Like I said, there's no set, this is what you have to do in order to be a trans man. No, don't let anybody tell you that. I've known, I've talked to trans men who, just have the top surgery, and they don't even start testosterone. Like, they just, they're flat-chested, and if they feel like they pass as male, then that's good enough for them. And I may get to that point, I don't know, but I'm not giving up my testosterone. So, I mean, like I said, don't let anybody convince you that, there's only one way to be a trans man, or you have to start testosterone, you have to have top surgery, you have to have bottom surgery. There's none of that. So, don't let anybody try and put you in a box. I feel like as trans men, our whole lives have been spent trying to fit into a box that the rest of society and our families say that we need to fit into. It's bullshit. Build your own damn box. And when you fit into that box comfortably for you, then you can be happy. But don't try to live your life, for anybody other than you. Now that that little soapbox is over, I'm gonna get down. And, I think that's it. I'm gonna make, a couple of phone calls regarding, I've got one that I've got to call, the Department of Transportation in Austin, for some driver's license issues that are not trans-related. But I am going to call the Department of Vital Records and Statistics, or whatever the hell it is, in Austin, and find out from them what I need to do to get my gender marker changed on my birth certificate. And if it's as easy as Lambda said it was, then hopefully, my birthday's in March, this is middle of October, hopefully by March, then I'll be able to get that changed, so, hopefully. On that note, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week.